So is it turmeric or turmeric? Curcumin or curcumin? Tomato, tomato, it doesn't matter, but I took it for 30 days. And the benefits of this supplement are miraculous. And I really think it could potentially change your life or just dramatically help you in different areas. And it's just one of those supplements that has always been really important to me, but has truly helped me in recent months. And I want to tell you all about it. All right, let's just start with the disclaimer. I'm clearly not a doctor. I'm not saying this is going to cure anything. You can do whatever you want with this information. Just do your own research. But let's start with the basics. Turmeric. So that's what I feel like everyone knows about, like turmeric or turmeric. It's a plant. And it's really pigmented. It's often used in Indian culture as like a nice little spice. And it's great. But the thing is, what people don't talk about as much is curcumin or curcumin. That is what is extracted from the turmeric plant that actually gives a lot of health benefits. But the problem is, the curcumin only makes up like 2%, maybe up to like 4% of the turmeric plant. So say you take a turmeric supplement, you're not really getting that much curcumin, which is what you want. Insert Curamed. So this is not sponsored at all. Okay, they have no idea. I'm gonna be recommending their products a lot. This is by the brand Terry Naturally. It's called Curamed, and it's literally equivalent. One capsule of this is equivalent to 500 capsules of turmeric. So this is potent. This is what's going to really make a difference in your life. And maybe I made that confusing, so I just want to be clear. This is only curcumin, meaning it is 500 times stronger than turmeric alone, and it's actually way more absorbable into our bodies. And I do want to say, I do like the capsules, but just keep in mind they also have chewables and a liquid, if that would be easier for you to take. So I'll just link all of the options down below. I just get mine on Amazon, and they recently changed the packaging though, so keep that in mind as well. I have the old packaging just because I stock up on anything that I really like, but the next time I order, obviously this will look a little bit different. Now there is one caution I want to throw out there, and that is the fact that curcumin can assist with thinning the blood. If you are somebody that is already on a blood thinner, like you're taking medication prescribed to you to thin your blood, if you then start taking a curcumin supplement, then your blood could get too thin. So just throwing that out there, but in general, for the average normal person, curcumin is so darn good because it prevents blood clots. It makes your blood flow through your body so much more. I mean, there are so many good things about this, but I needed to say that to just keep in mind. So I'm gonna talk about some of the specific benefits I have noticed, especially in the last 30 days, along with some results from my family members. And then I'm also going to share just some other things curcumin is so widely known to help with. I mean, there are so many studies out there backing up everything that I'm gonna say in this video, but I'm sure there's gonna be people like just disagreeing with it all, and that is fine. But this really interests me, and I wanna put it out there. So above everything else, this is known as an anti-inflammatory. And I've had this for years. I'm totally giving credit to my mom who kind of put me on this. I guess it really started with her. I feel like so many of my videos are like, my mom, what's happened to my mom? So she had horrible hip pain. And I mean, she didn't want to be on Advil and taking, aspirin and like all of it was over-the-counter pain medication, but some of that can be harmful to your organs, and it's just not good to be taking every day. She works part-time at a health food store, and I think a representative maybe came in and started talking about this. I don't really know the backstory, but she started taking this daily, and it completely took her hip pain away. This is so amazing for just reducing and getting rid of inflammation in your body, like so well that you can stop taking pain medication. I mean, it's that good. People take this instead of Advil. The milligrams that I take are 750. If you have a lot of inflammation in your body or you want to use it for pain reduction, this is the dose that you need. And you might even need to take more than one capsule and kind of experiment. They have lower doses just for preventative measures and whatnot, but this is the one that they are known for. That's where it all started years ago, with like how good this stuff can be. Fast forward to me. A lot of you may know, maybe this is the first time you've ever watched my video, but I've gone through a dental trauma in the last really 10 years of my life. But I had the front bottom teeth of my mouth extracted around the holidays this past year. So the teeth you're seeing down here are totally fake. It's a retainer that I'm wearing right now. So I'm going to give you an overall update. At some point in the future, I have a lot I want to say about things. I'll save that for a different video. But I was really struggling there for a while. And then my mom was like, are you taking Curamed? And I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not. I started taking this within 2 days. 2 days. I felt like I was a new person. And I was definitely like upping my dose. I was taking more than one soft gel. I was taking, I think, 1 in the morning, maybe 1 in the evening, and maybe even some days I took 3 capsules. But I noticed an immediate difference. I kept doing it for a few weeks, and I literally felt like I was just a brand new person. And then I kind of started feeling so good, I just stopped taking it. And then within, I don't even know, maybe like 5 days, the inflammation started to come back. And the thing is, I had such trauma here that, I was just healing. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna start taking the Curamed again. I started taking it again. Sure enough, within a day or two, I was back to feeling so good. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, black and white, this dramatically reduces the inflammation in your body. Now, I am somebody where this has really healed, and I've weaned myself off on this, and I'm just down to taking 1 capsule a day just because there's so many other health benefits in my body that this is helping with. But I don't need to take a high dose. Now, whereas my mom, she just still has that hip pain, and so she does just take this every day to really help and manage that, and it's been great. Now, another thing that I specifically noticed in the last 30 days of me taking Curcumin or Curamed is a dramatic reduction in my anxiety. And I'm not even an anxious person, but I have been in the last few months just with everything going on here. It was so bad there for a while that I would wake up and just not want to get out of bed. And that is not me. That is not me at all. As soon as I started taking the Curamed, I became so much happier. I wasn't worrying about things. Things just didn't bother me as much. I wasn't, thinking about what's gonna happen in the future? Am I gonna die? Seriously, your brain sometimes can really go down bad rabbit holes. I've just really not worried about things that much. And it took me a while to even realize that, but it is absolutely a Curamed or Curcumin thing, because when you experience depression and anxiety, it's directly related to inflammation of the brain. It just is. And so when you reduce that, you're like a different person. I do just want to say there are so many studies, again, and you can even look them up. I know my friend Brittany Vassour, she's talked about having to go on medication for her anxiety, and she found a supplement. It wasn't the same thing as this, but she started taking a curcumin supplement, and she was able to get off her prescribed medication. I'm not saying that, if you're already on antidepressants or anti-anxiety medication, I'm not saying necessarily this is going to be the end-all be-all cure for you, but it would be interesting to try. And there have been people that have kind of mixed it together, which again, check with your doctor. Absolutely check with your doctor. But people have gone off their prescribed medication and just started using curcumin, and people have kind of combined it with their existing medication, and the effects have improved. So again, I'm saying this over and over, it is very important to talk to your doctor, but it's definitely something to consider. Now, this next thing I'm gonna be careful with, but I think it's really important that I say it. Curcumin is also known to have anti-cancer effects. Okay, so I'm not saying it's gonna cure your cancer, but I am saying there are studies that suggest that curcumin may have anti-cancer effects by inhibiting the growth and spread of cancer cells, inducing cancer cell death. It may help prevent or slow down the progression of certain types of cancer. So you can do whatever you want with that information. but I wanted to share it. Curcumin is also widely known to improve cognitive function, which really makes sense if you think about it, because anytime there is, less inflammation of the brain, you just think more clearly, you process things faster, you have a better memory, and you're less likely to develop certain diseases like Alzheimer's or dementia. So obviously I have my notes here because I wanted to make sure I had all of my information correct here, but I find this one interesting. So curcumin really helps to regulate the blood sugar levels, actually, because it helps to improve insulin sensitivity and it helps to reduce insulin resistance. So it actually can be really beneficial to people that have diabetes or are at risk of developing diabetes. So obviously I've said over and over again that curcumin is a very powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, but I guess I want to be a little bit more specific for certain people. Like if you have arthritis, this could be a total game changer for you. If you maybe struggle with IBS, that's literally inflammation of the bowels. Curcumin even helps with digestion and bloating and that kind of thing. Cardiovascular diseases. I already mentioned that it helps with blood flow. It helps your blood to literally flow through your body so much better. It helps with cholesterol levels. That is a huge one. And it helps to reduce the plaque that is built up in your arteries. I could go on and on and on. Another thing, because it is a very powerful antioxidant, it really helps to improve the cells and regenerate the cells. And so people that have problems with their liver, maybe it's from taking medication, maybe it's from alcohol, they will take curcumin to improve their liver function because it is such a powerful antioxidant. This is a really cool one too. So allergies. If you are somebody that struggles with allergies like itching, congestion, sneezing, curcumin actually helps to stop the release of histamine, which gives you those allergic symptoms. So that's also something to keep in mind. So I did tell my mom that I'm filming this video, about turmeric, curcumin, Curamed, and I asked her if there was anything specific I should share. And of course she talked about the whole hip pain thing, but then she also told me a story that I kind of forgot about involving her dog. So she's a dog named Reina. It means queen in Spanish. The dog is literally from Puerto Rico. It's a whole thing. My mom saved a dog from Puerto Rico. But for the longest time, this dog hobbled around. It was hard for the dog to walk. She had a lot of pain in her joints and nothing was really working. And so she started giving her a different product by the same brand. This time it's called Curacell, but it's curcumin for pets. It's like for pet health. And the dog started to be able to walk. Like the dog is no longer hobbling around. So that's just something to keep in mind, that it also works for pets. So that's the video, guys. I hope you found it interesting. This is a whole other side of me that I just really find interesting. So I have a few more holistic, natural videos that I do want to share. So if that's your thing, please consider subscribing. But otherwise, everything will be linked down below in the description box and pinned in the comment section. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.